A Course in Miracles. Lesson 225. God is my Father, and His Son loves Him. Father, I must return your love for me. For giving and receiving are the same, and you have given all your love to me. I must return it, for I want it mine in full awareness, blazing in my mind and keeping it within its kindly light, inviolate, beloved, with fear behind and only peace ahead. How still the way your loving Son is led along to you. Brother, we find that stillness now. The way is open. Now we follow it in peace together. You have reached your hand to me, and I will never leave you. We are one, and it is but this oneness that we seek, as we accomplish these few final steps which end a journey that was not begun. You tried to return to God. What if you never left? A man is standing in his living room, with a suitcase packed beside him, keys in his hand, phone open, GPS glowing. He types one word into the destination box: home. The map loads. He waits for the route. Then a strange message appears. You have arrived. The man stares at the screen. That cannot be right. He has not gone anywhere yet. He has not followed the directions. He has not driven the miles. He has not completed the journey. So he closes the app, opens it again, and types, home. You have arrived. Now he is irritated. He walks toward the window, looks outside, studies the streets, tries another map. Maybe there is a better route. Maybe he missed something. Maybe home is farther away than he thought. And suddenly, Lesson 225 enters the room. God is my Father, and His Son loves Him. Father, I must return your love for me, for giving and receiving are the same, and you have given all your love to me. I must return it, for I want it mine in full awareness, blazing in my mind, and keeping it within its kindly light, inviolate, beloved, with fear behind and only peace ahead. Must. There it is. The man hears must, and immediately thinks command. Something he is required to do, something expected of him, something he can succeed at or fail at. I must return. But look closer. God has already given all His love. All. Nothing being held for later. Nothing waiting at the end of the road. Nothing available only after the journey is completed. All your love, given to me. And giving and receiving are the same. So what exactly is the Son being commanded to produce? He has already received what he would return. Uh-oh. Must begins to sound different. Not command. Inevitability. The man looks at the GPS again. Home. You have arrived. If he is already standing at home, every route he tries to create back to home must begin at home. There is no second starting point. The route cannot help but reveal where he already is. And love cannot help but extend what has been received. The return is inherent in the receiving. Father, I must return your love for me, because what else could love return except love? The man slowly puts his keys down. He is beginning to realize something. Maybe the problem is not the route. Maybe the problem is the assumption that he is somewhere else. For I want it mine in full awareness. There it is. Not, give me your love. It has been given. Not, help me earn your love. It has been given. Not, help me travel back to your love. It has been given. I want it mine, in full awareness. The man looks around the living room. The couch is there, the lamp is there,
The pictures are there. His shoes are beside the door. His coffee cup is sitting on the table. Everything that would tell him, "You are home," is already present. But he was too busy looking at the map, too busy thinking about where he had been, too busy calculating where he needed to go, too busy preparing for a journey to notice where he was standing. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. There is yesterday's lesson, standing right beside today's. The man thinks about the last house he lived in, the neighborhood he grew up in, the roads he used to drive, the places where he felt safe, the places where he did not. Old directions, old addresses, old memories, and every one of them appears now. The past is not standing in the room. A thought about the past is appearing now. The future is not waiting down the road. A thought about the future is appearing now. And while he is occupied with both, he overlooks the only place awareness can be: now. For I wanted mine in full awareness. Of course. Where else could full awareness be? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not after enough steps. Now. The morning sun rises higher outside the window. Light begins pouring into the room, first across the floor, then across the walls, then across the man's face. Blazing. There is that word, blazing, in my mind.
Not hidden, not faint, not something he has to squint to find. Blazing. Obvious. The room did not become his home because the light entered. The light simply made unmistakable what was already there. His suitcase is still packed. His GPS is still open. But the journey is beginning to look ridiculous. Where is he going? How still the way your loving son is led along to you. Still, the man stops moving. No frantic searching. No road to conquer. No distance to close. No destination pulling him forward. Still. And there is another meaning sitting quietly inside that word. Still as God created you. Still his son. Still beloved. Still one. The man has spent the morning preparing to travel, while remaining exactly where he is. Brother, we find that stillness now. Now. There it is again. Not when the map finally makes sense. Not when every question has been answered. Not after the perfect spiritual route has been found. Now. The way is open. The man looks toward the front door. Open. But now another question appears. Open against what? If God is one, what stands outside that oneness, blocking the road? What obstacle could exist between the Father and his Son, if the Father and Son are one? An obstacle would require two: God and something else. Oneness and something opposing oneness. But the lesson has already closed that case. We are one. The man reaches for his suitcase, then stops. Why would he carry luggage to the place where the luggage already sits? Why would he leave home to get home? Why would he search for a road between one thing and itself? You have reached your hand to me, and I will never leave you. Never leave. The man hears those words, and at first they sound like a promise. I will never leave you again. But again, look closer. Leave. And go where? Outside the source? Outside life? Outside what God created? Outside oneness? Where exactly would the Son stand after leaving the Father? The question cannot find a location. The map cannot draw it.
The GPS cannot calculate it. There is no address for outside oneness. We are one, and it is but this oneness that we seek. The man laughs. That sentence is almost too much. Oneness, seeking oneness. Home, searching for home. The sun, looking for the sun. Love, trying to return to love. He had assumed seeking proved distance. But what if seeking only proved that he believed in distance? The room has not moved. The house has not moved. He has not moved. Only the story of somewhere else has been moving through his mind. We are one, and it is but this oneness that we seek. As we accomplish these few final steps, which end the journey that was not begun, the man looks back at the screen. You have arrived. Now the words no longer seem like an error. The journey that was not begun. What journey? A journey requires a starting point and a destination, here and there. A journey requires distance between them, a gap. And once there is a gap, there must be two sides, two positions, two locations. But we are one. So where would the gap be? Where would the distance begin? Where would God stop, so the sun could stand somewhere else? The man had packed for a journey that required the impossible. He had imagined himself over here and home over there, then tried to solve the distance created by the imagination. He wanted directions. The lesson gives him stillness. He wanted a road. The lesson gives him now. He wanted a destination. The lesson gives him oneness. He wanted to return. The lesson says, the journey was not begun. And suddenly, even effort begins to disappear, because effort is for crossing something, closing something, reaching something, obtaining something. But God has given all His love. What remains to obtain? We are one. What remains to join? The way is open. What remains to clear? We find that stillness now. When is the trip supposed to happen? The journey was not begun. What remains to finish? The man slowly unzips the suitcase, takes out a shirt, places it back in the drawer, takes out another, then another. He is not giving up on getting home. He is recognizing there is nowhere else to get. The sunlight is blazing through the room now. Everything is visible. The couch, the walls, the pictures, the front door, the suitcase, the man. Home did not arrive. Awareness did. Father, Son, Source, Identity, Must, Inevitability, Return, Inherent in receiving, Love, all given, full awareness, now, blazing, unmistakable, inviolate, still, still. The way open. One. The journey not begun. The man turns off the GPS. The screen goes dark. No route remains. No miles remain. No estimated arrival time remains.
Nothing is telling him how long it will take to get home, because the only message that ever mattered was the one he kept refusing to believe. You have arrived. If a journey requires somewhere else to be, what journey could possibly begin in oneness.